Greetings all, how are you all out there? Welcome back to the Hairy Nick Quarantine Cup, the second one we're doing anyway. This is now Hyperspace, so not everything in the Game of Extended is now legal. And we have here in round 2, Justin and Marsh. Justin flying a very, very straightforward list. We have 8 Epsilon Squadron Cadets. A list I'm very, very interested in myself. Basically, this is now what I would consider to be the premier 25-point ship. You can do this with Skix and TIE fighters and stuff like that. Just managing to squeak in the TIEFO at 25 points, I think, is just way too good value. And having 8 of these platforms on the table is going to be something difficult to contend with. We have some Resistance A-Wings and Poe in the X-Wing. Poe has outmaneuver for Astromech Black One at Auto Blasters. We have ZZ Tlau with Heroic and Advanced Optics. God, I've got to remember all these names again. Taliesin Lintro with Heroic and Advanced Optics. And a Blue Squadron Recruit with just Heroic. So similar to the list we saw from Whisper in the first round. So we'll see how it goes here. Under the hands of this new player that, of course, won the last tournament. Despite the fact that this is Hyperspace, basically all the cards and pilots in that list are legal, which is good to see. No big commitments here from the TIE fighters or those A-Wings. We'll get back here once everyone has moved after the first round. So here's our maneuvers after the first round. Both players basically moving their columns of ships across the board. Be interesting to see if Justin opts to do a 1 hard here and sort of move all of these TIEFOs straight through that gap, and how the Resistance plans on meeting them. I don't think it's really such a big deal for either player if they have to move through the gas clouds and debris fields. Like, even if Justin decides to move just directly across the map and fly these 2 TIEFOs in that debris cloud, I don't think that's a huge deal. I think that is absolutely fine just to keep everything in formation. That's what you do with swarms. So we've just had these TIE fighters activate in round 2. Justin has opted to do the slower maneuver on these top 2 to avoid that debris cloud. It's curious. I mean, he could have just gone straight into it. I don't think it would have been that bad. This front one, as in the one with the brown base, will have to go over at the next turn. But if they don't both want to do like a 2 hard, it means that only one will cop it. Maybe this does a 2 hard, that does a 2 hard, that does a 2 hard, but the white one just goes 1 forward and lines up for the next turn. Got our Resistance A-Wings coming down pretty hard. Poe just skirting across the top. Is he going to do a boost and turn in to attack? Very scary situation for that Blue Squadron Recruit there. But as we saw in the last tournament, that Blue Squadron Recruit can do some work. Didn't have quite so many guns pointed at it last tournament, though. I imagine if those FOs decide to turn in, we could see a dead Blue Squadron Recruit this next round quite easily. Just doing a free range check here. We've got some nice new range indicators in X-Wing Unified now. The nice gradient pattern, that looks very nice. Again, kudos to the guys that make X-Wing Unified. Looks really, really awesome. Now, we're not going to have range this turn, so we will come back when we're activating for round 3. Alright, as we start to activate in range 3, the Blue Squadron Recruit has done the very, very aggressive 5 straight here. But it might work out quite well, actually. It's not going to have a lot of guns on it, assuming all of these TIE fighters come and turn up. Definitely won't be hitting with either of these 2 here, or those 2 there for that matter. Might take a bit of flack from these bottom TIE fighters. I've got a bump here. What was that on white? That was a 2 hard. No, just a little bit of an awkward maneuver there. I see the one in front did a 1 hard. It might still be correct for Justin to do that. It's not always the end of the world if you're bumping. It allows him to really group up nice and tight here. Yes, it means that these TIE fighters can jet forward while these ones just do banks the next turn and make this column of death for the Resistance. Now, what are these 2 doing here? Yep, through the debris cloud, as we thought was going to happen. 1 hit does not yield any results there. And our last TIE FO is doing the 1 hard, which will bump into the side of the A-Wing. So all things considered, that Blue Squadron recruit has done extremely well. In fact, I'd say it doesn't have a single shot on it right here. Oh no, maybe these two here. But probably range 2 obstructed, range 3 obstructed. Still a pretty good result. I'd say it's done well. Now we've got a lot of guns lining up on all those A-Wings, so I think ideally for Marsh here, if we can sort of just sit these A-Wings around this kind of range here and eliminate all of those extra shots from down here, it's going to work out quite well. If we can sort of pop one of these TIE fighters, maybe this brown one first, good start. It does mean in the subsequent rounds that yes, you've got to deal with all these TIE fighters coming up. And maybe Justin playing for the long game isn't such a bad thing there. I've gone super aggressive here with this one. Are we going to be doing a boost here? Oh, we're taking some kind of an action. Yep, we'll be getting a shot on this TIE fighter here. It's probably going to get to shoot back. We'll check that in a minute. On Taliesin, we're doing a 3 hard. Probably trading blows with the brown TIE fighter here. Possibly the black one too. We'll see what happens. Taliesin, are we thinking of doing a boost here? That seems pretty bold. Ooh, I don't like that. Ooh, I don't like that. That's going to open up some more shots from the TIE fighters. No, I would have stayed put. That seems like a really risky maneuver there. Oh, we'll see if it pays off. It does ultimately mean we get a better shot at this front TIE fighter. Possibly focus firing on the black TIE FO just here, touching the Blue Squadron recruit. Poe's done a 3 hard. Now you've got to think a boost is coming here. Got a barrel roll first and a boost. Okay, and we are going to be attacking the black TIE FO. Seems good. This is going to have a range 3 shot on Taliesin. So maybe it would be more correct to shoot this one, although you can shoot this one with more guns, so I get the argument there. I think there's an argument for either of these TIE fighters. Poe has got the bullseye shot, so he does not lose a red dice. And the 3 dice has been hit, focus, crit. In return, the TIE fighter has rolled evade and 3 blanks. 1 critical going into the black Epsilon, which will take off the shield. So still 3 hull remaining. We've got 2 shots from these I-5 A-Wings. That's 2 hits. That's good. Just the 3 green dice this time. And, oh, nope, that's 1 more hit. Still, you got to think it's pretty unlikely to get killed by this shot from Taliesin. We'll see how it goes. Just checking the range. Yep, still range 2. And I think you got to try and eliminate that last TIE fighter. Taliesin rolling 1 crit, spending a focus with advanced optics to change a blank into a hit. And we have 1 evade. Our TIE fighter, so a direct will do it. And what do we have? We have a blinded pilot. That's all right. That TIE fighter was not about to start modifying dice anyway. We've checked range from Taliesin, so we can already see what's going on here. Now, these back TIE fighters aren't going to have the shot, but everything in front of it should. The pink one might still have a shot. So our red TIE fighter here in the back has a shot, just the 1 on the Blue Squadron recruit. And I would suggest Justin takes that shot first, as it has no other options. So we're going red Epsilon into Blue Squadron recruit. 1 focus token, spending focus for 1 hit. Just managed range 3 there, so we're rolling 4 dice. Oh, heroic does not help you when you roll a focus result. Sorry, not range 3, it's obstructed. So that is going to be players just deliberating. So that has been evaded, spending that focus token. All right, let's take a look at the rest of these TIE fighters. We have a range 3 shot on Taliesin. if yellow wants to take it, or a range 2 shot on the same recruit again. Justin hasn't hit anything yet, so no need to focus fire just yet. Taliesin does have an evade token, but Talison's worth a lot more, so these are all things to consider. Justin opting again for the Blue Squadron recruit. He worked through his focus token in the first attack, so might have a better shot of getting through here. We have a focus token. Yep. There's a focus and a crit. Okay, moving down the line to green. Looks like Justin's just going to activate these in a row. Helps avoid confusion, I suppose. Range 2 shot? Nope, range 3 shot on Taliesin. Bit unlucky there for Justin. 1 critical. Can't modify that. And Taliesin rolling. Justin just using these dials as a way to sort of track which one's shot. Makes sense when you've got 8 ships to take that nice and slowly. So they've activated these 3 just here. Brown is next. Should be range 2 on Taliesin or Poe, I imagine. Yep. Poe is also obstructed. And it's a single hit. And looks like that might have gone through this time. No, we have an evade token. So who have we got left? We have these 3 and our black TIE fighter just here. Looks like we've gone to pink next. Blue won't have a shot from that range. Taliesin rolling just 1,000 green dice. Whew. Almost getting hit as well. Oh man, green dice suck. Yep, obstructed, so that would be 5 green dice. And all right, moving over to white now. White has a range 3 obstructed shot as well. Just a little bit unlucky, just clipping the edge of that debris cloud. Yep, same again, 5 green dice. See if that luck can continue. Man, green dice suck. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's abysmal. All right, moving on to black, our last TIE FO. Range 2 shots on the A-Wings or 3 at Poe. Yes, we've got damage on ZZ now, so I suppose you would. That is 2 blanks. And that is not going to be any more damage. So I think ultimately, well, Justin was unlucky to get no shots through, but at the same time didn't take much damage for his trouble. Yes, he's almost lost his TIE fighter, but at the same time he's got 8 of them, so whatever. Almost feels like a point of damage on one of those ships is kind of worth most of the points on a TIE fighter, as crazy as that sounds. So that seems all right. Moving into the next round, we're going to have much closer shots with those TIE fighters. So I think if Justin can line up enough guns and maybe put some serious hurt in one of these A-Wings, we can have a bit of a game here. So we'll get back to this when the next round starts to activate. All right, we've just started activating again in this next round. Our Blue Squadron recruit has just done a hard turn to flank these TIE fighters. I doubt any of them are going to come and meet it. We're just moving these TIE fighters one by one, just to being very careful about which ones he activates first. This one here has bumped into ZZ. We've had this brown one here just bump straight into ZZ. Was already stressed, so it loses then gains it from the blue maneuver and the debris cloud. It looks like we're just going to slow roll forward, which, given what's going on, I think is a good option. What we can do here is we can stagger those TIE fighters. So if ZZ just tries to do a forward maneuver, it completely blocks her off and forces her just to bump this front one here and take all these shots. Even if these TIE fighters bump, that's absolutely fine. And they probably will. Yep. A little unlucky to clip the debris cloud there, but I think, honestly, when you have this kind of strength in numbers, that's okay. Nope, it's fine. Gets the stress token, but whatever. Yep, just bumping down the line. Now, if ZZ decides to turn in this way, we will have a good shot on green TIE fighter. Might cop a couple from the back. Yep, honestly, that's fine. Blue activated earlier, so it's already bumped. Let's see what ZZ does here. I'm kind of curious. She can't do any forward maneuver, which is the beauty of being able to fly this many ships. Oh, hello, what's this? Is that going to fit? It's Taliesin first. I can't really tell from the pictures here. Just a little bit of confusion from the players here. Looks like these dials were accidentally popped in front of the wrong pilot card, but it does print the name on the front of them. So you've got to take that as that lands. That may have been intended for ZZ. Although they are both moving in the same direction, so it shouldn't make too much of a difference. Different speeds. ZZ has failed to move, so that has worked out very nicely for Justin. Ooh! Even got the block on Poe Dameron as well. Poe's still going to have a decent shot, probably range 2 into this TIE fighter here, I imagine. But if we get some lucky rolls for the FO here, we could have potentially a dead A-wing here. And I think really, given how well Justin set that up, it's probably the result he wants. Poe has a range 2 shot on either of these TIE fighters. Range 3... Ooh, actually, is it range 3? Yes, range 3 on pink or red. Yep, you'd think you go for one of the better shots. Going for white here. So Poe doesn't have any mods. It'll be all for naught if he rolls natural hits. Which is always frustrating as the Swarm player when that kind of stuff happens, when you just line up that block perfectly. So let's see how this goes. Is that block going to pay off? Oh, Poe did not open his S-foils. We missed that activation. It's a shame. Although he may have assumed that he was going to get a shot. Oh, yeah. That's rough for Poe there. And he has blanked out, and there's nothing he can do about that. I mean, honestly, the third dice might not have made much of a difference in that situation. So I'm just confirming. We're looking at green, are we? Yep, we've gone for the front one. Which will give ZZ the extra dice. Makes sense. So that's a single hit there. But that block on Poe really paid off. We're looking at ZZ now. Or is it Taliesin? No, that's Taliesin. Oh, I'm never going to get used to this. What are we thinking here? Unobstructed on red or blue if they want the shot. None of these TIE fighters are damaged. We're looking at red, unobstructed. Oh, actually, no, we're shooting at the back here. We have a shot on green. And that was hit focus. Focus spent to convert to 3 hits. Let's see what happens here. Oh, dear. Green has a focus token. No, sorry, that's black. Oh, blinded pilot. Oh, no. It would not have mattered. Only needed 1 hit to get destroyed regardless. And because of initiative, that TIE fighter will be immediately removed off the board. Which, honestly, I think everything going on, that's an okay result for Justin. It wasn't going to shoot anyway. It already had only 1 hull remaining, so not the end of the world in my opinion. I really do think this column of TIE fighters can really lay the smackdown on ZZ here. No, sorry, they're initiative 1, so Blue Squadron Recruit will fire first. My apologies. I'm just picking a target here. None of these are damaged. No, so the only damage left on these TIE foes is green, which is right here. We're looking at red. Here we go. That's a range 1 shot. 2 focuses will be spent to make 2 hits. And that's 2 evades. Very good. So red has avoid damage. Now, let's see this column of TIE fighters. So how many shots we got here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. We'll do blue first. Doesn't look like blue's got the shot. No, that would be slightly out. Red, range 3 on ZZ and Poe. Poe's obstructed. So we have shot at ZZ here. 2 evades beats 1 hit. Okay. Test number 1 for ZZ. We're looking at pink now, range 3 again. Yep, hit focus. Nope, that's bumped, so we're not going to have any extra mods there. It only takes a couple of bad rolls here. That's the beauty of swarms. Nope, that has been evaded, which is correct. She's damaged. There we go. There's 2 hits. That's what you want to see. And we are at range 2 this time. 1 less green dice. We're going to get it here. Yep, there's a hit through. ZZ does not... Oh, no, she does. It's hidden. I kept scanning up there like, there's no tokens there, surely. Nope, we've got through, but still 2 more shots. Range 2, ZZ or Poe. It's got to be ZZ, Justin. You got to stay at the course. You got to hammer that ship. Couple of range 2 shots. There are no mods on either side of the table this time. 1 hit. Let's see. Oh, there's the evade. Oh, that's rough. Poor Justin. We do have a range 1 shot. There is a focus token up. And green is our last pilot. This is range 1. 3 hits will kill ZZ. Oh, there's the focus. So no evade results will do it. Oh, it just turned at the last minute. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. And 1 point of damage. That's a lot of work to get that damage in. ZZ down to 1 hull. Now, I don't really think there was any crazy swinginess in those dice. I don't think Justin was particularly unlucky there. I mean, there are only 2 red dice attacks. It just kind of sucks that it lined up with losing his ship and not quite taking the other ship out in response. Still very much anyone's game, though. Like, you have to remember, this is the reality with swarms. Your ships will pop. You just want to see, like, an even trading going. If you can sort of trade 1 ship for 1 ship at a time, you're doing really well. So trading 1 ship for most of one of the aces is still pretty good. I really like that setup there, so I was kind of hoping for Justin that would be the first kill there. And we can still get a lot of damage on ZZ from these back TIE fighters here, so yep, still very much anyone's game. I'm just concerned for Justin here with these 3 resistance ships really coming through for that hard flank. We can really lay some hurt on. So, yep, when the next round starts, we'll jump back into this. Okay, and we've started activating in this next round. A hard, aggressive turn in from the Blue Squadron recruit. I actually really like that. It's probably going to cop a shot from one of these TIE fighters, but it's going to get a good shot in return. You got to think that one of these is going to be at range 1. So our green TIE fighter opting for the 1 hard there. Probably couldn't quite fit the K turn in. That makes sense. Probably means ZZ is going to be surviving this next round. Let's see what these ones do here that have been staggered. See if we manage to break out. Oh, wow, that didn't bump. Mate, good call. Good call, Justin. I like it. Get those focus up. Now, that's really, really good if we get the block on ZZ here. Which means we get a range 1 shot and possibly take her off the board. Possibly 2 range 1 shots. I like that. I like this a lot. Now, you might think watching this that, hey, you've just bumped all your ships. Like, this is more clumsy. And maybe trying to slow roll red here, trying to get it in that gap would have been better. But at the same time, pushing it forward to get the block on ZZ isn't bad. Oh, Talison's just clipped the back of the Blue Squadron recruit there. That's a lucky break for Justin. If she didn't bump, can we get some kind of boost barrel roll shenanigans going on? She'd probably just focus up or something, which is still not great. Might get a good shot there. We'll see what happens. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Wow, that's great. Still copying a range 1 shot here with a focus token. Possibly another range 1 shot there. I think it's just missing. Yep, that'll be missing. Possibly a range 2 shot obstructed there. Poe has just sidled up there. Again, wow. These are some bold maneuvers. I like this. What's Poe thinking here? We got the S foils open. Probably just focus target lock, I'd imagine. Yep, there it is. Beautiful. We're going to try and eliminate this TIE fighter. Even though it's on full health, we've got range 1 and range 1 fully modded there. I think that's absolutely the right call. Take advantage of your initiative and try and eliminate your opponent's shots. That's going to be rough. ZZ is the interesting one, though. If we can get ZZ off the board, what happens if this gets eliminated with this shot here? It doesn't have multiple shots. Not such a good result here for Justin. So we're looking at this TIE fighter here. We are at range 1. So rolling 4 dice into Justin's 3. Yep, we're going to do the whole target lock focus thing. Try and get 4 results. Oh, target lock blanked into blanked. That's a little unfortunate for Poe there. Just thinking about spending that focus token. I think you just spend the focus token, yeah. The upside is too great, taking that TIE fighter off the board. And Bluey down here has rolled... no mods there, nope. So we are taking 2 hits. One of them a critical. Here we go. Direct hit. Honestly, probably not terrible here, but you're going to feel pretty bad if this A-Wing literally does 1 point of damage. So you'd think this is going to end up being pretty backbreaking. Oh, no. I apologize. I missed the fact that this bumped and could not shoot forward. Oh, wow, I missed that. My apologies. So we're taking a range 3 shot here. Alrighty, so the TIE fighter rolling against 1 critical. Yep, 3 evades, as you do. Extra evades, always good. Wow, not getting to rotate the arc there was pretty clutch. Let's just move in a little bit closer here. We have ZZ. Just taking a look here. We've got green right here. Blue has more damage on, but yep, go for the damage ship. Green does have a focus token. Shooting at range 1. 1 critical. It's been evaded. Righto. Green lives to shoot another day. Moving on to our blue squadron recruit. We're going to go at red this time. Red is not obstructed because we're measuring from here, because that's how geometry works, everyone. Taking the best shot she can. Spending focus, getting 3 hits. Now red is undamaged. Correct. And, ooh. Nope, that's 3 points of damage. Red is down to 1 health. After a little bit of bad luck with the dice there. Let's see if Justin can really respond here and get a result on the board. Take a look at pink first. Yeah, I would. Look at pink and red first and see if they have shots. And looks like we've done the arc check and nothing's come up. What happens is you right click and you check the front arc, and it actually just gives you lines to all the ships you can shoot. So it looks like Justin already did that. Yep. So we've confirmed no shots from red or pink. This is our grey one there. Taking the range shot into ZZ. Yes. Just confirming I've got the right pilot there. Yep, ZZ is down to 1 health. So this is an opportunity. And you'd think if ZZ survives here... Oh, it sucks. You'd think if ZZ survives here, that's going to be a pretty commanding position for the Resistance. Yep, that's cool. ZZ is okay. And I think based on that, the resistance is really starting to peel away here. I spoke too soon. Of course, we've got another shot down here. I think you've got to try and take ZZ off the board here, Justin. Just having a think. It's not a great shot. Range 2 obstructed. We've got no mods. Now, it is mathematically possible to take Taliesin off the board with a hit, and a crit. I think really the question here is, do you think you're going to hit Taliesin the next round? So we've got blue going into ZZ here. Just the one hit. It's a pretty tall order. We've got that evade token, so we know this is going to be evaded. And no more shots makes it a moot point. So ZZ is going to be absolutely A-okay here. Just rolling one evade because, you know, green dice, but that's okay. It's all she needed. That's all she needed. And that'll be it for that round, and we'll move back to dials. All right, dials are set. Now, Blue Squadron Recruit has done the sexiest of S-loops. And it's pretty much going to guarantee a shot on one of those TIE fighters, you'd imagine. 4K from green there makes sense. Just keep those shots coming. The one that really matters here is red, because red only has 1 point of health. I would think a K-turn there would actually be pretty great for red. We would get the shot on the recruit. Might have to take on ZZ though. That's the annoying part. ZZ getting to shoot again is pretty big for the resistance here. Now pink doing a 4K right onto a debris field. That's okay. Doesn't matter. No damage there. Again, when you have a swarm, little things like that really don't matter that much. Ooh, red's bumped. Oh, I don't know about that, Justin. It's not going to get a block or anything. I don't think it's going to get a shot either. I would have thought the 4K would be a bit more desirable there. Might have even blocked ZZ. We'll see how it goes. Taliesin doing a hard turn. Just swinging around there. Getting some nice distance on all of those TIE fighters. Let's see what she does here. Might even do a barrel roll to get completely away. Yep, we're doing a focus. Are we going to rotate that arc? Nope, just the focus. And we're looking at a 5 forward there. And you got to think a boost is coming. Get out of those TIE fighter arcs. We'll be missing range 3 there and avoiding this arc entirely. Probably straight. Yep, is it coming? Oh, is it going to do it? Yep, there it is. Cool. Nice and safe. And we will stress to rotate the arc backwards, giving ZZ a shot. Not a particularly good one, but a shot's a shot. The stress there really isn't costing any kind of opportunity. Now Poe. Now Poe can do a barrel roll here to get out of the rear arc. Poe can do a barrel roll here to avoid that arc on the TIE fighter, but it's going to really limit his maneuvers the next turn. Could get punished for his troubles. However, Poe isn't damaged yet, so that might be okay. Okay, apology for the confusion, everyone there. What Poe did was he did a straight maneuver and a slam and a boost to get into this position here. I just dropped out for a second there, unfortunately, so we didn't get to see that. And we are now shooting with ZZ. Not likely to hit, but got to take those opportunities when they come. 2 focus tokens. No, we did a boost and rotate, so we cannot modify those dice this time. Moving over to Taliesin Lintrip, just the one shot, range 2 onto blue. Blue is down to 1 hull. So the resistance here managing to get shots on those damaged ships. Yep, there's the advanced optics for the 2 hits. 1 hit and 1 crit. Not that it matters, any hit will get through at this stage. Get some lucky dice here. And he got him. And we're down to our Blue Squadron Recruit. Range 2 onto red. Oh, 1 crit. Oh. It just takes one bad roll, Justin. It was not that roll. This roll is good. And we get some retaliation from the TIE fighters. Not a great deal of options here. Grey gets a range 3 through Debris Cloud. At Taliesin? Yes. Taliesin hasn't been damaged, unfortunately. So it's a bit of a long shot here. 1 critical. That dice just kept rolling. 5 green dice. You got to think one of these is going to be an evade. But stranger things have happened. There's 2 evades. In fact, mathematically speaking, this is pretty much a perfectly average roll for 5 green dice. Let's see. Let's keep moving through the ranks here. Check out green. Green has no shots by the look of it. Nope, just not quite getting range 3 there. No shots for red. Pink. Yeah, pink's definitely got shots. Range 3 at Taliesin. Or the rookie. The rookie's obstructed through a gas cloud as well. So you've got to think we're going at Taliesin here. Despite the fact that Taliesin's not damaged. Justin just considering his options here. I think Taliesin's just worth too many points. No, we've gone for the rookie. 1 point of damage. Oh, the gas cloud. It's a real rough roll. 2 points of damage and a really bad roll from the rookie here. So, well, yeah, it's half the job done, but unfortunately the gas cloud, yeah, just too good there. It was a long shot regardless. Now we're not going to have a shot from white here. Nope, I take it back, we are. Range 3 at the rookie, same again. 2 versus 5. You need 2 hits here to even be in the running. No hits. Because the gas cloud always pretty much guarantees you an evade. Unless you roll 5 focus, which is so unlikely. Alright, taking a look at Bluey here. We've got options. 2 at Taliesin or 3 at the rookie or Poe. Poe's still not damaged, unfortunately. We're going to try and hammer that rookie. I mean, 1 shield gets you half points, but it's just not worth that much. Yep, going for the rookie. That's a critical. Well, a complete whiff will get us half points on this rookie. And there it is. There it is. We got it. Eventually, green dice will betray you. What are we looking at now? That would be all the TIE fighters, and it looks like, just confirming with the players, yep, that is time. So, adding up points here, we have a dead TIE fighter MOV on 2 more versus MOV on these 2 A-Wings. Ooh, I think that's probably a victory for the Resistance. Trying to work out the results here, but yes, that is a victory for the Resistance. Very narrow though, and I think, honestly, quite unlucky for Justin here, not getting ZZ off the board. In hindsight, that would have won him the game. But very well played by both players here. I think the positioning was really good. In that second round of shooting, getting all those TIE fighters up in a column, all shooting ZZ was fantastic. And then in the subsequent rounds, the Resistance managing to get out of arc of just enough of those TIE fighters to steal that victory. Very well played, and congratulations to Marsh with the Resistance there. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned. Plenty more of these games to come. In the meantime, do not forget to like and subscribe. Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, you know, all that kind of stuff. The links for that are down in the description below. Also, if you want to be a part of any of this kind of stuff, we have our Patreon Discord. Links for that down in the description below. If you're part of the $5 tier, you get access to that Discord, so you can join in tournaments like this and have a good chat about some of the spoilers and some of the things coming out. We don't have a lot of news from FFG right now, but there is some potentially leaked stuff that is circulating that we're not too sure about. And this is a fun time to kind of get involved and talk about potentially what's going on there. I'm not going to confirm anything until we know for sure, but in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.